channel. I'm Simi Sarah, and today I have an apartment that I am renovating for the idea of having Maya Knight and her twins, Scout and Violet, living in this apartment. So I love to watch TikTok, and one of the most popular creative influencers at the moment is Maya Knight, who has well, twin daughters named Scout and Violet, who often have silly nicknames like Scotch and Vodka and many other ones because of the subtitles that at once upon a time accidentally gave Scout and accidentally called them Scotch. So Scotch and Violet instead. So lots of people like to come up with creative different nicknames for them, but their original names are Scout and Violet. So this apartment is I for the idea of a single mom with twin daughters, ideally like a Maya Night situation. And I have a feeling I didn't look at before I uploaded this, but I have a feeling like if you went to go onto the gallery, you could probably find somebody who has created a lookalike, create a sim family for Maya Knight and Scout and Violet. Anyways, I'm in the kitchen and I went for a really bold, like green teal theme here with an orange accent as well. I kind of thought that if Maya had her own, maybe I guess the time or whatever that she would like update this a specific way. She lives in like a house I know, and the girls sleep like upstairs, and where they live, it's really cold, which is pretty similar to like my area too, but I know that hers is a little bit colder, at least from like her updates. But basically, I wanted to make this inspired for her. So we have like two high chairs for the girls. The idea too was that she was not expecting these girls and she was not expecting to raise them alone. This was very much an unplanned pregnancy, just like it was for her in like real life. So you'll see like the dining room area space like turned into a playroom. I thought that really fit nicely because it wasn't planned, but she wasn't going to move an entire house just for the sake of like the girls and things like that. And or maybe they're just at the time wasn't the money. Now like she makes bank on TikTok. If you've ever like looked at the creator fund and like based upon views and things like that, I saw somebody do a video on that at one point where she like was making I don't want to say it wrong, so but upwards of like $20,000 a month from how many views she gets. She's very popular, and I'm sure that's probably helped her provide for her girls and maybe set up a good college fund for the future for them. Anyways, the high chairs really aren't practical for The Sims gameplay. Everyone knows that those end up taking way more time and are not as useful, but I thought like for the aesthetics that it looked and really good. So this is where the dining room typically would be, but I turned it into a playroom. So I shoved the dining room table up against the wall. I use this cute little fence that makes it look like it's a playpen since I know the girls are all over the house, crawling, walking, well, soon to be walking on their own. So they they have their own little playpen. So I just clutter it with tons of toys for them. You got the big fluffy unicorn, and so much. And I end up adding like a play mat on the bottom so it looks a little bit more cushiony as well. I really wanted to maximize the space, so I tried to get in like some officey like bookcase over here as well, since this is like her space here. Like, she's got a whole house to basically use for her daughters and her. So it's a small apartment for three people, but she makes it work by being creative with the different things that she has. I really love this green and orange theme that I went with, and then how those curtains had that orange ribbon as well down with the rainbow color. I think that worked really nicely and just made the whole thing fun. If you didn't know, that's my son in the background having fun. He's actually 1 month younger than Scout and Violet. He is not quite walking as or like as far as they are, but since, he's a little bit younger, he is crawling all over. So he has his own playpen to keep him occupied as well. Anyways, here in the bathroom, we have our cool gray blue themed and I love using these slate tiles from, I believe, City Living. The textures on them are so nice and just add a lot of dimension to the space instead of it being very like a flat space. I love adding this shelving unit has like a little thing that goes across the bathtub to kind of create this look of a tabletop for maybe books or whatever it is that in a bath. So I figured Maya might need that, even though she does bathe her girls in the sink in her kitchen. I thought she would love to have like a bathtub that worked well for the girls. So I had to add like some cluttered toys next to it because, of course, those girls need some toys to play with and just be their silly, goofy selves. In the bedroom, I wanted to keep the like floral theme that Maya has going with her girls. I really wish there was a better swatch for The Sims for that like floral thing. So I did end up using this type of color floral. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I thought it was the best one that I was shooting for. But I created like a really cute, cozy twin room. I do end up, because the Sims babies are just so boring, I do end up creating it like Scout and Violet are toddlers already, which really they are toddlers. I just don't think they're as maybe that level of toddler yet. But so I create like a toddler room with little things like two of everything, two tables. I had to add the nail polish and the nails things because Maya's thing is always clipping the girls' nails as well on her videos, which I find so funny. Trying to hold down a little baby and clip their nails is in itself like a really difficult process. Anyways, I am headed off into Maya's room, and hers I keep with the orange theme, but a little bit different swatch. I kind of go for like a little mismatch thing. I do end up coming back and adding a tech thing for her bedroom because she is a streamer. So I thought that would be a really important thing to have. I do love having like this orange wardrobe that's tall. I think that adds a lot of good colors because there's so many good swatches for it. And then I get rid of the Dream Home Decorator dresser, I believe, in order to fit the computer for live streaming. And then I realized, oh my goodness, Maya has two dogs. So I need to get her dog things in. So I do end up getting some dog dishes in. I get some toys, some dog food. Hopefully the girls don't grab those dog bags full of food, but her dogs are so good. Like I cannot believe how cute they are too. So I do end up adding some like getting those beds and things like that for sleeping purposes in her bedroom. The last thing I really thought was funny was I added these laundry baskets on her bed, on Maya's bed, because she's always saying how she never does laundry. There's always piles of laundry on her bed. And so, yeah, I thought that fit the theme. I don't even know if it actually is playable on that side of the bed. I assume it is, but I think it would be kind of funny to watch. Anyways, my son is super, super happy, but I gotta go. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye.